Yes, boys, we are back. Vodka and wings, what we are saying.
Wings.
What's going on?
Come on,
Wings.
What we saying?
You don't know the thing.
You're now listening to the Vodka and Wings podcast.
Ching ching.
Cheers.
Ching
Ready?
ching with the
What's the
plastic
vodka that we got in here today, though? What's going on? What's the smell
The
of?
Smirnoff green apple thing.
Cheers.
Yes,
The
yes.
smell of today, boys. Put that in the center.
Oh.
Center.
Hey, we got a wings. We got the wings.
cap.
Looking tasty today, boys.
Don't know the thing.
Big up Kio's Kitchen provided the wings today.
Yeah.
Some barbecue thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Shout out. Hey, check the Insta. Check the Insta for the wings.
Yeah. Go check her out on
I'll have another one.
Insta. Kio's
you.
Kitchen.
Yeah, I'll have some of that, brother.
Yeah. Go on.
I'll have some of those.
Don't know
Pass
the
them over.
thing.
Pass them over.
Have you taken one, though?
Nah, not yet. I know what they taste like.
Yo, there's plenty. Gonna be clapping. Where's the baby wipes? You got wipes?
Cheated well today.
Trust me.
I'm gonna need
looking
some of
forward
these.
to tasting this.
Free from nothing.
Well, message is taking free, you know.
Long to ask back for the tray.
Yeah, come this way.
Yo, these look banging.
Easy. Finished ours.
Nah, I haven't still.
That's usually Drake.
He seems to be watching man very hard though, yeah.
Yeah, he loves it.
Man took 3 then wants to watch me. Jeez. Bars.
Yo, I'll be honest. Jerk. That's a strong 4.7.
7, you know.
0.9. Only reason I'm saying 4.7.9 is because I want some more. I need another batch just to validate them, you get me?
Wow.
Yeah, nah, these are banging still. Outside Kio's Kitchen.
Shout out to Girls Kitchen Defo.
Tight, trust me.
I'll leave a link in the description for YouTube folk. Check her out on Instagram.
Innit?
Wow.
Feeling it?
What we saying then?
How's
Same,
everyone
boy.
doing? Everyone good?
Not too bad, you know. Not too bad. Busy week for me. Sorting out the yard and that.
Redecorating and stuff.
Redecorating. Had the plasterers in all week. Getting the gas man coming in tomorrow to rip out some. We got them old school gas fires. Like the people that had my house before had some old school gas fires. So they're getting ripped out. I had to turn the gas off. So obviously we don't blow up. But apart from that, it's been a calm one. You get me? What you saying though?
Yeah, man. Everyone good?
It's working out
Yeah.
same.
Works, innit? Not too bad. Plodding along.
One of those. Fair play, my guy. Fair play.
But you saying ours?
Me this week. Jeez. What have I been doing? I've been chilling this week still. Man hasn't been doing the work thing this week, innit? You get me? Man's been just
A week off.
relaxing and that. Yeah. You get me? So, it's been a no-nonsense week this week. It's been about me.
Fair play.
That's how we like it. You get me? You
Well, like-
saying?
Josh is clapping at him. He can't talk.
Eating the wings.
His mouth is watering. Shout out to Josh. Man like Noah bringing the wipes.
Hey,
That was a
Definitely
good
needed
shout, that
work.
was.
nah, for me, I've been off this week as well, still.
Yeah.
This is my furlough week off.
Huh? Do you mean furlough week?
So basically, because I'm on furlough, the agreement was that we do training 3 weeks. And then on the 4th week, we have a week off.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, yeah, this is my week off that I've been having.
Fair enough.
Chilling still.
Fair enough. Alright, well, action-packed week as always. Action-packed episode as always. We've got a lot to talk about this week. So, to start us off, I thought we're going to a little bit of a different angle here. I'd like to answer this question or give me your thoughts on it. So, a TV show, a favourite TV show that you, yourself, would like to star in. It could be a reality TV show. It could be a fictional TV show like your EastEnders or whatever, just anything.
Yeah.
So, me personally, I potentially would love to be on Ninja Warrior UK.
Easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what, that's
Ninja
sick
Warrior.
still.
That looks sick. That, like,
I
just-
reckon it'd be sick on that.
that's what I'm saying. It would be sick. Like the people that go there make it look a lot easier than what it actually is, man. Because especially when they get into that part, you know, when they got the circular bar thing and have to hook it onto the next one.
Yeah,
That looks
was
like
hard.
at that point they're tired. You get me? And,
Defo, man.
You get me? And then for them to be able to then carry on after that, I just think it's so sick. But I don't know. I think it's because Chris Kamara, you know, the presenter, the one that laughs, you know him.
Yeah.
He kills it. I'd love to be on there and just like work with him and just kind
He's
of
a
like.
good guy still. I like him. I like him.
You get me? Like I think it would make a good little scene, and I reckon behind the scenes it's just banter.
Especially with him.
Yeah. Do you reckon they have a go as well? You reckon
Nah.
nah?
No way. No way.
You don't think they have a go? Not even just to try it, just to see.
Possibly, but when everybody's gone home,
Nah, obviously
they're not trying to embarrass themselves.
not in front of the crowd, but I reckon they'd partake in it. I know the producers and there's certain people that they get in to run the course to make sure it's viable, like to be able to be done. I'd like to be like one of those guys, like a tester.
Yeah. I did see something like that on Snapchat. Giz that was testing them and rating them how hard it was.
Yeah.
The
Can
difficulty.
you
and
do
that.
well on it?
Not in my current condition. After lockdown, boy, I'll be spending enough time in that water. And it's different muscles as well. Like a lot of the people that do well on there, they're like free runners and climbers and all that kind of stuff. And
They're
like
athletic and slim and that.
yeah, but in a different way. Like you couldn't just put a weightlifter in there and ask him to do the course because he's got muscles.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? So like it's a different type of endurance and that. But I think with a bit of training I'll do okay. I don't know if I'd be able to complete the course because like I said, it looks a lot harder than like what it actually is.
Some of them make it look easy.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
just glide through it and you're like, raw.
That's what I'm saying. I seen a guy do it in some jeans and a t-shirt, like he just rode, he just rode in off the bus and jumped on the thing and that. And then like at the end, when he got to the end, there was like, why did you run it in that? And he was like, I just feel comfortable in this. This is how I climb normally anyway. So like when he's at home, he's climbing buildings and that in his jeans and his 110s.
Was he a base jumper? I mean, a free runner or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I think a free runner or a free climber. So like them people that climb without like safety harnesses and all that kind of thing.
They got some next
Risky
level
that is, boy.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Risky. No room for errors, that ain't.
But if you look at him, like the guy that did it, him specifically, he wasn't muscular or anything. He just looked like a regular guy. But obviously, his grip strength was like on another level. You get me? So what about you? I'll have it.
You know, when I'm thinking about my favourite shows, Game of Thrones is one of them, but boy, I wouldn't like to be in that still.
Why not, man?
Game of Thrones.
This looks like a madness going on over there. But trust me, that is one of my favourite shows.
Who would you be in it though?
I'd be me. But
I'd be me.
just say,
I don't think they had 110s and hoodies back them times.
I got a fair Copeland, I'm nice. Me and Jon Snow rolling deep. I'm telling you.
So what is it about the show that you like? Me personally, I haven't watched much of it, but from what I have seen, it's quite an interesting show, and it's not something that you'd be watching before Watershed.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You know what it is? Because it was running for so long, I just got so hooked into it. Like I was looking for, even though it didn't end the best, how I wanted it to end, but I just got into it and I just was just fully encapsulated by it. It was sick.
Yeah, you run home from work
Just
and watch it.
Nah, it wasn't that deep, but
Run home from work.
Leave his car parked at work and run it.
nah, I don't really watch much TV still. But that is a show that I did have to watch. You get me?
So like, would you be
It's
like
one of them?
Would you be like a villain in it or like a hero?
Don't know,
Would you want to be like the main protagonist, like the main guy in there, or would you just want to be like just one of the guys who just like makes an appearance but's got this like mad lore behind him, is like deep and unknown, like
Oh, you're going deep into this.
I
I don't know. I was
It's
just
your TV showing it. Get me?
nah, you know. I just be like to be there in the background, just chilling. Like,
I got to be extra in the background. I'm sure we can sort that out though.
too much shit.
I was to be extra, you know. I said, what TV you throw you on the star in? I just want to be in the background.
Not really on it still.
Nah, I'd like a decent part still, but nothing too fancy.
Like what though? Like something that resembles you. That would be
Yeah.
sleeping though.
Gotcha.
No, just be there, get me. I'll be like, I don't know, Jon Snow's cousin or something. He sees me in a couple of episodes, like, oh, go on.
Mate, they'll kill you off quick.
I said, maybe for 1.5 episodes.
It'll be like, get over here. Oh, mate.
I said, Jon Snow.
But you guys.
Well, you see me, I like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones 6 still. Obviously. Daenerys, yeah. I'd like to be some kind of family to her and that. Get the dragon's protection and that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You get me? But I'm going for power. I'm going for power.
Okay.
I'd like to be in power. Yeah. That'll be a sick one still. Obviously, man's not trying to be out here, trying to be no roadman. Trying to do none of that stuff. I'm trying to be like, forget Ghost. I'm trying to be like James St. Patrick. You get me? Man's out here in the suits and that. Get me? Doing the proper business and that. Doing the proper business deals and that. You get me? Got those
Easy,
keys.
easy.
You get me? Yeah.
Why that though? Like, why specifically that? That's like,
Because boom, man's got dough, man's got power. You get me? And people just know me, looking up to me and that. You get me? It's like I do have like influence within the other side, within the underworld too. But I've got influence within like normal society as well. Like so,
What's
you get me? The white collar and that. You get me? So,
I said white collar.
Yeah,
Throw them
yeah.
terms at me, bro. You need to explain.
you get me?
What's
So.
James look hella stressed though.
Bro.
Bro, things going on.
Bro, life's stressful, you get me? Like
Nah, for real.
day to day, like you get me? Sometimes you don't see it, but like people can be stressed some days. Just a normal guy just going to do his job at McDonald's. You get me? He's serving you, he looks fine, goes home. Bare stress. You get me, bro? So,
Could you do that though? Because obviously there's gonna be. Well, I reckon there's always a time, not necessarily in the show, where one of your lives catches up with you, whether it be like the underground side or like just the regular side. So would you be able to just balance that for the rest of the time you was in the show, or would you just?
Bro, I'm doing it, bro.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. If I'm getting to live that life, you get me, like the rich lifestyle that he's living and that. Bro, I'm doing it. Simple, like you get me. He seems calm with it. You get me.
Nah,
Just a
fair
quick
play.
when he needs to, draw for the gat and that.
Trust me. It's long when he puts on the leather gloves and the Gillette. Trust me. No, it's on. When you see him in that attire.
Fair play.
Man like James St. Patrick, you know. Trust me.
Well, you know, how are you saying? What show have you been?
My wife and kids, you know.
Easy.
Yeah, I do
Bare
like
jokes.
that. I do like that program.
Fair play.
I do like that program.
As who though? Junior.
Man, what's wrong with your head?
No.
As who though?
As
The
the
dad.
dad, isn't he?
As the
Obviously.
dad.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Like, you know, he's like that. He did him like funny, like go to the gym and that.
It's been a while.
You're telling us.
That was a low blow, that was Dre.
It's been a while. Tell him.
Ask me the question.
Nah, it's cold, isn't it?
Ask him a question.
Don't worry. I went football the other week.
How'd you get on?
Put the hamstring.
Did ya?
You're lying. Oh,
Nah. I did all right, man. Not as good as thinking I'd like to, but
did you run around?
yeah, I did. I did a bit.
Man, you know what? It might sound like a funny question, but it's a valid question.
Yeah,
because there's
bro,
some
'cause I ain't
players
played for,
they're
like,
just in the middle of
years.
the park, just walking around, wait till the ball comes to them and that. You get
Where
me?
did you play? What position?
I played up front, you know,
Did ya?
Yeah.
Target man.
just for a bit though.
Oh, we got tired.
Nah. It was roll on, roll off, innit?
Oh yeah.
So, I was like, yeah, play me for a bit. I said to him, like, I don't know, like, what my level of fitness is. Shut. So it's like, yeah, give me 10 minutes, man.
10 minutes up front. That's like a warm up, brother.
Bro, I ain't played football for 7 years.
I hear it still. When you haven't played for so long, and then you've got to do it, and especially being like certain ages and that, it can be a lot on you. You get me? If you're not used to like a certain level of fitness and that.
See, if I was playing in centre mid, I'd have just been watching the
If
game.
you'd have said 10 minutes, like, I just don't think that's a long time to get, because like, from what I understand about like fitness and that, you're still kind of like getting
Warming
into the game. You get what I'm saying? So like 10 minutes and then you're off, and it's like
You don't know how many sprints he had to do in that 10 minutes. He could have done 2 and
From what I know about him, from what I know about him, he's very much a hold up man. You get me? He's not chasing no ball down the corner. What you say? He was.
Wasn't that the whole point? No, you there to get fit.
Yeah, they have to get fit, man.
You gotta do some running if you want to get fit.
But
Fair play still. Respect.
Yeah, no, I rate
it
it
was
still.
hard work.
No, I respect it still. I know there's certain man that just too lazy to even get to the football field.
Nah, just taught the hardest.
You get me?
I know a few people.
Oh, I'll do this, I'll do that. Mate, you got to get to the pitch first.
Yeah, so why my wife and kids then? Apart from just being a dad, like why?
Nah, it's just a funny character. It's Marlon. Is it Marlon Wayans? Or is it Damon? No, it's Damon.
Somebody wins.
Yeah, it's Damon's not
Damon.
bad.
There's beer of them.
He's funny, man.
I do like that show, to be fair.
It's funny.
Yeah,
I
that is a
could
classic,
see
so.
myself doing some of the things that he does as well, like
In real life.
cussing the kids, that'd be a funny one, and freaking playing up to certain things. I just think he's a funny guy.
Yeah, fair play still. I hear that.
How would you like? All right, so how would you like make your respective shows better? So like, what would you do or suggest or like bring to the show that will make it better?
Let's be honest. I'm bringing myself.
Hey, confidence on 110. It's me in it.
I mean, what else do you want me to say? Nah, obviously, like bringing myself, like that comes like with me and my like certain characteristics. Oh, mate, man's flopping with the word, but obviously, you know what I mean. Like, obviously, man, like banter, jokes, and that. Like, you get me.
So would you bring that into the show? So like,
Yeah.
more of like a comedy aspect type to it, or
Standard, bro. Come on.
Pi was kind of serious at times, like
He's a serious guy.
Yeah.
Come on.
so you just got a man down and then bust 2 jokes after. back. A man walked into a bar like.
Look at him. Hit me straight up, bro.
I don't know. For my respective show, I don't even know. Like Ninja Warrior UK, I think it's pretty good as it is. I probably would add like a special run type thing where they have to like dress up in some kind of
You would
fancy
definitely.
dress.
You would definitely make yours, but you would do something signature of you to like make people notice you.
Nelly 2005.
You would definitely do that.
Try to run it like a Spider-Man outfit or something like that. I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know. You know, show's it's a bit all rounder, innit? It's got a bit of everything. To be fair, I'll just be there, innit? Just get involved. See what's going on.
Man said, "I'll just be there."
All right, let's break this down here.
Come
From
on.
when I asked him what TV show you want to be, he says, "I'll just be in the back and that." Like, so basically, he wants to be an extra. What would you do to make the show better? Just nothing. I'll just be there.
I listen. All Pad will do is say,
Tell them to bring me my money.
"You know the team. Come on."
Listen, you can't just be extra for free. You know, you can volunteer for them things.
Nah, of course, but I wouldn't want to just be extra, just an extra. But I'd have a significant role.
So
But
that, like,
it's more of a not a main role. You get me? Just on the side, 'cause it gets a bit hectic. The main roles there.
So it starts getting a bit hot and that you just want to back out.
You get me? You just see Kings are there 1 minute, next minute the head's gone, this and that, but it's long. I'm not looking
I
to be
hear that.
involved, you get me?
I hear that still.
It's bare double
Just
crossing
get-
and that,
just
and
get a bit
yo. Trust me, nah, it's treacherous still. No, for real.
You're now listening to the Vodka and Wings podcast. Come on, Jake.
Now, in the world of sport, there's been some crazy things happening over the last week. I
Mad.
think, was it yesterday? Yesterday or the day before, like, everything was happening. So before we go anywhere, I want to talk about White versus Povetkin. Thoughts?
Boxing.
Wow.
You know what?
He didn't see it coming.
It was a bit of an unpredictable one,
I
innit?
was disappointed, man,
It was
that he
mad.
got knocked out like that. Well, he's got it in him, but he was on such a good run. What was it? 11 wins after the AJ fight. He done well, and then
Yeah.
then Povetkin came in, and I was like,
I feel like the embarrassment from the AJ fight and everyone, all the memes and stuff that was going around, he just came back on form. Like, he was like, yo, I'm coming back and I'm going to show someone I can do something, you get me? And he was knocking out people.
trust me.
He was doing well, you get me? But
I think his best knockout was Chisora, man. That
Yeah,
left hook that he
yeah.
did- Oi.
The thing
that
is,
was-
he didn't even need to take this fight. I know he just wanted to fight because he hadn't fought for a while. But he could have just waited for his title shot. And the thing is, it's like now he has to fight this geezer again to be able to get back in the same position. So it's just that's wasting more time as well.
But you know
Long.
what? Him specifically, out of all the like fighters in that category, talking about Dillian White, he's been waiting for a shot for ages. Like, he's been done over. Like, he had that doping thing a couple of years ago. Like, they've been after him to try and like knock him down, and he's been waiting for a time. So I think in his head, he's probably thinking, I'll just fight anyone to show them that I'm ready to fight
Yeah.
the top guys. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. Like, he didn't need to take the fight, did he really? He could have just saved him because he's been knocked out, and like, regardless how you think of it, when the man is knocked out, you have to recover, and it takes a bit out of you, innit? So now he's gonna have to get.
But to be fair, he shouldn't have got knocked out in the first place. I don't know what happened. Mate, the punch just seemed like it came from nowhere. Like, the geezer just didn't see it, and it was just like
Nah,
it was really bad
that's the
for him
thing
because
with heavyweights,
he was
though,
just
man.
out.
Trust
You
me.
get me?
Do you think he was in control of the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was in control,
winning.
but he was very
He was
wary
winning
of
clearly.
that power.
He
I reckon
was winning
he
clearly.
he
in
was
my
in
eyes.
control, but
Yeah.
he was wary of Povetkin's experience.
Yeah, you could tell that
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
first round. From the first round, you could tell. Because I was like, oh, he's not like going straight in. He's kind of like backing off a little bit as well. But he like warms into it, knocked him down a couple of times. I was like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a formality. 2-2s now, you get me?
Trust me. White went for a kip.
Nah,
Mad.
I thought he was dominating the fight. Like, I did think he was gonna go for it, but I was like reading up on what Joshua was saying. Like, technically Povetkin's an accomplished boxer, and I don't think technically Dillian White is an accomplished boxer yet.
He's a brawler.
He's more a brawler. Like,
Yeah,
as much as he tries to box, like you saying, it's not really his style to be like standing behind his jab
Technical and
do you get
yeah.
me, and just
He's
doing
not
that kind of
that
stuff. So
type
then
of guy.
when he's trying to
Slugging,
do that,
innit?
he gets found out, innit?
Yeah.
Wow,
Which
this
is
is
what happened. So do you think like if it had just stuck to like his typical Dillian White game plan, he would have done better than the way that he approached the fight initially?
It would have been risky.
I don't know. Yeah.
It would have been risky.
Because the way he got knocked out, that would have been a possibility from early. You get me?
But that's
'Cause
obviously, well, we've seen it. It's always a possibility, and that hasn't worked for him, obviously. But like, do you think he would have more of a chance just going in? Because when he knocked Povetkin down, if he had a bit more time in that round, he probably
put him away, innit?
Yeah, you got what I'm saying. And I think that break just at that point kind of like got Povetkin's head together, and he was just like,
I don't think it was a big knockdown, though.
nah, it wasn't not as obviously not as bad as Povetkin.
I think how he went into that fight was the best option for him.
You reckon?
Yeah. From his fighting style, and Povetkin's got so much experience and
He'd been
whatnot.
training for ages
Yeah.
as well. Man was all
So
in
I think-
Portugal from when we had lockdown, and when was that?
Yeah.
Like March, April.
Yeah.
You get me?
It was
Man
on
was
it, it was
out
on
there
it.
doing some warm weather training and that.
And you know what?
That man
He grew on
slimmed
me
down
as well.
and
You
that.
know, I didn't really like him before. He
I've
grew
always
on
liked
me.
him, I have.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but I didn't really like him as much before. Like when it was AJ
When
time
he was
and that
fighting
for
AJ, it's like, nah, I'm with
Yeah.
AJ still. So
You get me?
you get me?
That's when
Well,
I started
after that,
liking
you get me. I liked him after that.
Did you
for
have
real.
you ever watched any of his like his YouTube channel?
Nah, I've seen some clips of his interviews and that.
Because he's just, you know what it is? It's because he's a bit like,
He's a
bit
road
rough
man,
around the
innit?
edges. Like he's been
Tell us
interviewed
on the
officially
road.
and he's like, I just mashed them up. Like, bro,
Get
the
me?
interview don't know what you're
Yo,
talking
if
about.
he's texting me, I'm gonna bang him out. It's like, yo.
That's what I like about him. But
Nah, for real.
me personally, like, I think, what do you think about like the rematch then? You reckon the same conclusion? Because
Nah, I reckon he'll
I
do
reckon he
him.
can do it. He'll do it.
how though?
I reckon he'll come in a bit more cautious again. You see how he started off? If he had carried on like that and...
But
Get me?
that's what I'm saying. I think personally he was quite cautious.
Yeah.
But it's just because it's not natural to him to be like that.
I think
Yeah,
he
yeah.
stopped being so cautious definitely in the fifth, and he didn't seem to be backing off. He was just
I
getting
think he got the
close.
confidence in it.
Yeah, and the geezer just got inside and just surprised him with the wickedest punch. Get me?
Nightcap.
Yo, to be fair, like I seen just like slow motion replays of the uppercut and it didn't look nice, man. Like even in slow motion, it went fast. Like,
Well, that's
That's
another
how
thing
quick he
with,
got caught.
with heavyweight boxing. You can just get caught once, and any of them can just lay you out. Man.
That's what I mean.
And
Oh,
with
it
their
happens to
size and
AJ as
everything,
well,
yeah, you can just get laid out. He could be winning for 8 rounds, and boom, that's you gone.
I'm sure he was looking for the hook.
He's
He
left
was-
hook.
Yeah, he was looking for the left hook, and the uppercut came, and he didn't see it.
Nah, he
that was
definitely
it.
didn't see it.
Got
He
knifed.
didn't see
I do think the knockdowns were giving him confidence, making him like
it. Bro,
think
bound
to
to.
himself like I've knocked you down a couple times now. Like you are gonna go
Yeah,
down
of course.
at some point now. So he's probably like
You'd have to.
a bit more cocky with his approach.
I don't know.
You reckon?
You know, I don't think he was cocky about it because if you looked at either knockdown, he didn't put the pressure on him, man.
What do you mean?
He didn't like try and force the stoppage. He kind of just went back to boxing.
He kind of went back to boxing, but he wasn't backing off again. Like, you get me? It seemed like he just went in there, but he wasn't doing it at the start. He
Yeah,
was
he
like
was more
backing off,
cautious, innit?
doing
Yeah.
like little jabs and that. Like, you get me? That's what I feel. I think the fourth round definitely gave him hella confidence because he knocked him down twice. You get me? It's bound to give anybody confidence.
Trust me, if you're fighting a guy like that as well with experience and you're just knocking him down, you'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna bang him out. This is easy. Trust me.
Nah, Joshua did it. I can do it.
Just-
nah, mate.
There's levels.
Well, Joshua did struggle as well, though. Still,
he did.
Yeah.
And it was
you get me?
But the thing is, he beat him.
AJ's got that power though to like knock a man out. Or,
I think Dillian's
or
got
wobble
power
him,
though.
All of them have got the power
or
to
wobble
knock him
him,
out.
and then
I reckon
put the pressure on him.
Chisora could probably knock out. Like obviously, all of them could knock each other out because it just takes the right punch. But I don't think it's a matter of power. I think it's more Tekka's. You get me? His technique was it? I don't know. It just for me, it just looks awkward. Like seeing him trying to like be smart and that. Not like he's dumb, but
It's like
like
his natural
yeah,
his
just
boxing
awkward,
skills.
you get me?
Boxing intelligence.
He,
isn't
obviously, he
great.
can box and he's got skills, but just like that specific fight where it needed a technical like approach, I didn't know if it was just like if it was for him kind of thing. I don't know, man.
They definitely went in there with a game plan though.
Yeah, do you reckon?
Go in there and not get hit.
Nah.
I think
you reckon he went in there for that?
Go in there and do not get hit. Just box him. Like try and keep him at the end of your jab. Don't get hit. Whereas you know like how AJ fought Ruiz on the second time round.
Yeah.
Keep everything long as far away as
Yeah,
possible. Don't let him come on the inside because as soon as he gets on the inside, you've had it.
Yeah, obviously when AJ went into that fight, he knew that, and everyone was like, AJ should have did like it was a boring fight kind of thing. But if you're in the ring, obviously you're not gonna be going in there just so you can just give a flashbang kind of performance. You're looking to box a man, like outbox him, not looking to go in there and get knocked out again just because you're trying to make a show for the cameras. But AJ should have known that from the start, and I think AJ went into that fight a little bit like how Dillian went into
This one.
yeah, like his approach to it.
Yeah, and you knocked him down first as well.
That's what I mean, and then you start getting comfortable, and then you get
clipped.
surprised.
Got clipped and it was
Got surprised, man, flinging hands and that and connecting, and you're thinking to yourself, where did that come from? Like,
hold on, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
that's what I'm saying. So I don't know, but rematch, you reckon it's gonna be like sooner rather than later?
December.
Do you reckon that's too soon?
I think so.
It could be too soon, but that's when he wants it.
I don't think it's too soon.
He must be feeling all
But
right.
so the rematch is in December. We're in
Well,
August.
that's when he wants it for. It hasn't
Oh,
been
okay, it hasn't been confirmed.
announced yet. No.
I think that would be really soon. That would.
It's like 3 months, really, if you look
That's
at
what I
it.
mean.
'Cause-
AJ did something similar to that, though. No.
Yeah.
Get me?
Yeah, but AJ's. Dillian White's knockdown looked heavy. Like, if you seen the way we dropped, it was like.
Yeah, he was out.
It was a big knockdown.
He was out. man.
AJ just kind of give up on his feet. It's like,
You reckon he gave up?
Who? AJ.
Yeah.
I think when he got.
Against Ruiz.
Yeah.
I think he got hit harder than, or he took it harder than what
think he gave
we
up.
seen it as.
I know, like, he went back to his corner and the ref was like, "Come to me," and he was still standing there.
I think it's.
Does that mean that he gave up? I didn't
don't
think
know.
it meant that he gave up.
Nah, but we don't know how.
I think, to be fair, I think his senses got knocked in because he asked what round it was or something in the corner. He didn't know what round it was. So, mate, he got his neck senses fully knocked in. Like, you got me.
What was it? What punch was it?
I left the pizza in the oven. Turn it off.
Certain man are like, AJ give up, man. He quit. I don't rate that, but I don't actually think he did.
Nah, I think he got hit hard, and I think the way that he took it, like a lot of people kind of like assume that it wasn't as bad as it was, but it was bad.
Yeah.
And then obviously the way he projects himself is, it looks like his face. Obviously he's got his poker face on, so to speak. He looks like everything's cool, but in his head he's probably spinning.
Yeah.
Where am I?
You get me? Like what happened here? Like, sure, like, did I make a sandwich for lunch? Like, where's Dave?
Man, like,
You get me? So many questions at all the wrong time. But I think if Dillian was to have a fight with Povetkin again within the next 6 months, I'd probably say it's still a bit too early. What do
yeah,
you think?
I reckon he'll win. Next
Yeah.
time they fight, Dillian will win. I'll put money on that
Why?
because I think he'll win.
No, but like, why do you seem so confident about his victory? Like now?
I think he should have won that one. That's why.
Yeah, I think he should have won that one. Just like I
would
thought
have
AJ should have won the first Ruiz fight. I knew AJ was going to win the next one. There's no way he was going to let that boy do that to him again. And he came in with a new game plan and it worked. People might have said, "Oh, he ran away. Man was boxing. Get me, hit and not get hit. Man won the fight. You get me. So I see Dillian winning the fight. I don't know what approach he's going to take to it, but I see him winning the next fight against Povetkin.
What approach do you reckon he should take against Povetkin?
Take caution.
Trust me. How we went into the first couple of rounds. If he had stayed like that, he would have won that easy. In my opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Definitely.
I don't know. I think the jury's out. The way that he hit the canvas, like,
Give him a break.
just take a break. Man dropped like a 20 kg. Dropped like a 20 kg sack of spuds. Like, he was all over the place, and like that punch came out of nowhere as well. So that could just catch him again.
He did.
He could win. It could be like you said. He could be like 8, 9, 10 rounds in, and then just get caught with that, and it's game over. And if you've seen Povetkin was, although Dillian didn't really catch him like he was supposed to, Povetkin was still a bit dazed. Do you get me? That the round stoppage came at the right time, and I think that allowed him to gather his senses. You know what I mean? I think if he's allowed to do that again, I think he could get caught again.
I think Povetkin was shocked that he did it as well. Like when it had happened, he was like, "You're not gonna get up." Like he looked a bit shocked himself. Like, rah.
Povetkin was worried for him, man. If you ever watch it, Povetkin worried for him, like, oh shit, what have I done?
Nah, but he caught him. I've never seen like that.
Man,
Was
give him that.
full connection. I've never seen that.
You know what we have to like not look at is Dillian has been put down quite a bit.
What do you mean?
No,
Quite a
yeah.
bit.
He's been put down against Parker.
You mean just knocked down?
But he won though, innit?
Yeah, he won, but he's been knocked down.
Yeah, but he didn't go sleep
It,
though.
it shows character to be able to.
He didn't go
Man said he went to sleep.
It shows character to be able to get knocked down
Yeah,
and get
shows-
back up and win a fight.
Yeah.
So what
100%.
so what does that mean then? If he's been knocked down, what's that? What are you trying to say? Like, is that? Are you referring to his technique or just him generally? Just he gets knocked down a lot or what?
I reckon it's got to be with his technique, man. Has to be. It's either his technique or his fitness or his boxing intelligence where he's getting knocked down because he's getting caught with punches that maybe he shouldn't be getting caught with.
True.
because of either he's not studied his opponent properly, fitness, because I think against AJ he was getting boxed up, but he was also tired as well.
You potentially.
I think the best of boxers get knocked down, man. If they can get back up, though, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Get me? Like Tyson Fury, he just got back up out of nowhere when he's
Nah,
fighting
that was
Dylan.
different though, man. That, like,
Wilder.
he rose like the phoenix. He did. He was out like Dillian, and then something must have
But
clicked
I'm
in his
saying-
head, and he
but-
jumped up as well.
Yeah,
like,
but to
like,
get
nothing
hit, to get hit by a heavyweight and be able to get back up, that takes something, bro.
Nah, it does.
I don't think. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan
bro.
of Wilder. Like, I don't think he's as.
Not many people are, to be fair.
I don't think he's as
To this day.
powerful as people make out he is.
Actually, I know one brother who likes him.
He's got that one punch. He's like David Hay. They've got that one punch.
But so is Povetkin. Povetkin is known for that, you know. That uppercut is known for that. That's
Yeah,
why
he's more the hook
yeah.
though.
Man's out
Yeah,
here,
but
40
it's-
years old, banging, man.
knock him out of the bus stop. I'm getting on the bus.
Oi, you don't want it. You don't want it.
Nah, but Povetkin's known for being on the inside. So like, regardless if it's a hook or an uppercut, like Dillian should know that he should have been there. Then, do you get what I'm saying? So yes, Povetkin's got that one punch as well. They've all got something like that. You know what I mean? Like AJ's got a naughty straight. So was flipping. What's his name? He got beat by Fury. What's his name again?
Wilder.
Yeah. Him. He's known for a straight right, innit? So everyone's got their trademark, but it's
Yeah,
what you bring with it, innit?
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. I think.
On the level.
I think it's gonna have to be like a wait and see. He needs to fully recover first
Yeah, defo.
because I know his head's still hurting.
Nah, it'll be good, man. You watch when that
Trust
fight
me.
comes round. Remember, I said it on the pod.
Yes, man. White's gonna
Dillian's
bang
gonna
him.
win.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I like White, man. I've been a fan of White since he fought AJ. Like a
Before he fought AJ.
Nah,
Or after?
after.
Yeah, same as
Yeah.
me still.
I didn't really know about him before, so it wasn't even like a do you get me? And then after that, I kind of like looked into him, and I started watching a lot of his YouTube videos.
He's
I
funny.
I
as-
didn't know him before.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You get me? And
That was
then
a
he's
proper
grown on
grudge
me.
match. That was
It
a
was?
grudge.
I think the reason why I like him because he's just raw, just says it in it.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Nah, he is still.
You get me? He's just straight to the point.
You're listening to the Vodka and Wings podcast.
Moving on.
Champions League, boys. Is it really
Jeez.
worth the discussion?
Jeez.
Champions League final.
To be fair, it was close.
It was.
It was close.
It was still. It was a good game though.
Who
still.
scored?
Coleman.
Man, like
And
French
how old is he
international.
now? He's like 20.
22.
Nah.
He's young. He's young.
He's young.
Nah.
He's like
Really?
he's
He's young,
like
I swear
25 or something like that.
Somebody
Google
get
it.
on to Google.
Google that. He's young and he's supposed to have won like. Is it him or it's him innit?
He's won bare.
He
He's,
doesn't-
he's won every season. He's won something.
That's it. He's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's won every season.
Everything.
Every season he's won a trophy. When he was at PSG, it
Fair
was
play
like
to him.
9 point something games, and he won a trophy.
Man, like Coleman. 24 still.
24. That's what I mean.
Turned 24 in June.
Winning
13th.
Champions League finals
Easy.
in that.
Yeah, man's won best.
Killing
stuff.
it still.
He's won a
stuff.
bit.
Was there any doubt that Bayern were gonna win? You reckon? I would have backed if I.
There's always a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's always a chance, but the overall favourites,
Yeah,
obviously,
there was.
were Bayern Munich.
I pronounced
There you go.
it. You know? Bayern. What? Why are you looking at me?
Why you jumping in a bad man before? I don't get Bayern.
Everyone said it. Why are you looking at me?
Nah, you said it with
Waste, man.
chest.
So did he. So did he.
So all right then. So we knew that they were gonna win, but thoughts on PSG? Man like Neymar.
Mate, if I'm honest, I don't really think they performed to the best of their ability. Him and Mbappe, they had chances. They had multiple chances, and there was all just going. It was like Neuer was a magnet. The ball just kept going straight into his arms. It's like, lads, pick a corner.
I think they played better in the semis. PSG did. Like the semis and the quarters to
Yeah,
the finals.
yeah,
They did.
He might, the occasion might have got to them. But you know, like Neymar, he's been a bit off in terms of finishing, like throughout a majority of this campaign. Don't you think?
I just think they're better individuals, but as a collective team, Bayern had it all over them.
Yeah. I think
as a
Bayern was the
collective
strongest.
team. First half though, PSG, I thought, yo, they could do this. The way they just kept getting through.
Yeah.
But they didn't finish nothing. You get me?
That is a thing for Bayern. They have to play a high line. Innit?
Converted
That
them.
sweeper keeper thing that Neuer plays.
Yeah.
Your ball has to be inch perfect. Otherwise, sweeper keeper's collecting it.
True, he does. They do play a high line, man, and I think at times they could get caught. Hence why PSG got through so much, but they just didn't seem as clinical as or they didn't feel like they was as clinical as they could be. Especially over the last couple of games. I'm talking specifically about Neymar. I think he's missed quite a few chances,
Agreed.
over recent times. You get me? He looks a bit. His finishing looks a bit off.
Yeah, that could
He's not clinical.
But he's not a striker, though, is he?
I don't think he is.
Well, what is he?
I think he's a 10.
Yeah. I think he's more of a 10.
What?
A behind the striker.
But he's not a midfield player.
Nah. Not a midfielder.
So if you're not a midfielder, you're not a defender,
There's
and you're
no
not a
in
keeper.
between.
What are you?
No, when I say a 10, I mean it's not his sole responsibility to score.
But he should be scoring though. That's one of his.
He should be scoring, but I don't think it's his. I don't think putting the responsibility on him to score goals get you like Lewandowski, for example.
Mate, why do you think he came to the club? Mate, he came to the club not to win them the league.
Yeah,
They've been winning that before.
Yeah.
He's there to win the Champions League. He needs to be the difference in the quarters or the semis when he was missing all his shots. Fair enough, calm. But all his dribbles and passes, that made the difference.
Yeah, but I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. I think he does make the difference in that way, but I don't think him making the difference by scoring is his game.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Because he didn't score in that or those games, he made up for it with doing that.
Oh yeah,
If he's scoring and the dribbling and stuff's not going so well, that doesn't matter so much because he's making up for it. It's like it should be one or the other, or at least both. Like you're that caliber of player. Like you've came in for so much money. How many millions? Like you need to be putting the ball in the back of the net. Like how many times do you need to be 1-on-1 with the keeper before you can put it away?
Nah, true. I do agree. I just don't. Just looking at him recently, it just doesn't seem like much of his game. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like he can just finish off a move. We do all that 6 skills, step overs, twisting man, and then it gets to the 1-on-1 and he's just scuffing them or just sliding them wide.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just Portugal. It's just not his place. I don't know.
He said the climate got to man.
I don't know, man.
Hot flushes.
Obviously, man's from Brazil, so I'm confused.
They speak Portuguese,
speak
bro.
Portuguese. Yeah, I don't know.
You should have that at home, you know.
Get me? I'll go on.
So do you reckon he's gonna stay there?
I don't feel like he has a reason to leave. When there was talk about him going to Barcelona, I thought, okay, that could be good for him. But now, nobody's trying to go to Barcelona. No big star really wants to go to Barcelona right now.
Trust me.
Because it's looking dead over there. The only reason why you'll go there is if you're offered the wickedest contract.
Trust me, you go there for the peas.
That'll be it. You get me? But it looks like Real Madrid have got that league on lock at the minute, and they're losing their best star. A couple of other dons are about to go as well. You get me?
Looking peak.
So if I was Neymar, I would stay where I am.
At least for another season.
Unless you're thinking about moving to England, you get me? I could see that as being a positive move, but I don't see him doing that.
No one can afford him in Prem.
No one's gonna be able to afford him by him off. Is that what it is? Unless the man at Man City pay for him. But I don't know what go on with their transfer fees because they've been breaching a lot of rules suspectedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
They was cleared of it as well.
They paid to enough, man.
Get me?
Yeah, no way, but it
Money
just seems a bit
sounds-
I don't know after they've just been cleared, they just start shelling out money again. It's a bit of a sticky one still. You get me? But in terms of transfers, did you hear about Messi?
What, wanting to leave?
Yeah. Slapped in a fax, I heard.
They always say that.
But Barcelona president's stepped down as well.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
So
I think it's because of that.
he might stay now.
Because the relationship
Nah.
with the president was different, innit?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the reason why he was leaving though.
Nah, I think he's had enough.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it might have been one of the reasons because they didn't get on.
Yeah.
Get me? But
I still think he wants to leave.
if I was him, I'd leave.
Where would you go? If he was Messi?
If I was Messi, I'd come to England.
Where?
Where?
Yeah.
There's only one team that can afford him. Liverpool would probably be a nice fit for him, but they can't afford him. Get me? So it could only be like Man City. I would like to see him actually. You know what would be sick if he did go to Juventus? That would be sick.
Yeah.
Him and Ronaldo. On
I
one
heard
team.
I heard Ronnie was looking to leave as well. Ronaldo,
Leave where?
Juve. There's
And go where?
Speculation. There was
If
speculation.
they're gonna sell him, then okay. But him wanting to leave, that don't make sense to me. Where's he want to go? Who's he think is coming for him?
You can afford him.
It's true.
Get me?
You reckon Juve could afford Messi and Ronaldo?
Boy.
I don't know their financial
Their contracts
situation. Like they was able to afford like Ronaldo. They're getting rid of Ramsey because he's on a high contract because they got him for free. He's getting bare peas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you reckon he come back to Prem? Ramsey.
Probably. I mean, you don't want to stay in Italy.
I heard he's going Man U, man, or Man U was interested in about him, but
I can imagine a few teams being interested in him. To be fair,
I don't know if he's
Ramsey's sick, bro. What you on about, man?
Nah, he is, but
What?
do you think where would he play in Man U though? Like what position?
Where?
he plays midfield. What do you mean?
Yeah, but who's he gonna replace in midfield at Man U?
What? Bloody Lingard and then man. Is that what you're on about?
Lingard.
Fred.
Nah,
I mean, what you on about? Who's he gonna replace? He's in the team.
because Man U play with Matic, Pogba, and Fernandes as their midfield three, and it. Who's he gonna come in and?
Matic gets it in place of Ramsey.
No, but you gotta think of the.
I know
roles that they
what
play.
you're trying to say.
Mate, you can rotate that. You can rotate
Ramsey's a
that.
better player, but for the dynamics of how Man U play,
But it depends though, because the way that they set up is highly dependent as well on the team. Like I would say Ramsey's a bit more of a runner compared to Pogba.
Yeah, definitely.
So then, if it's a game that's stretched, or if it's a game where there's a lot of long balls and you need somebody to do box to box, you'd put Ramsey in instead of Pogba. Would you not? Would you just leave Pogba in and ask him to do that? I don't think you can do that.
Pogba
running.
won't run, but
But that's what I'm saying. So then there you go. Like not every game is gonna be like them technical games where you need Pogba on the ball and doing his thing in it.
Well, when he can be bothered.
Or imagine if they're playing against like, all right, so imagine Man U are playing against City, who typically have a lot of possession. Pogba ain't looking to chase man down and that.
I hear that.
He does his job, you get me, but he's not as robust as like Ramsey. He's getting around the pitch trying to put tackles in, you get me. He's throwing himself about.
Yeah,
I
because
think,
sorry.
yeah, go on, let's say what you say.
Because sometimes they put McTominay in there as well. Get me?
Who's he when he's at home?
This is what I'm saying. Like, this is the kind of caliber of players that they're putting on the pitch. Like, I've seen that brother start, and I'm like, McTominay. Like,
Isn't that instead of Matic?
Who are you?
Isn't that instead of Matic?
mate, I've seen him play instead of. I was about to say Drogba, Pogba. You get me? It's like, raw. Is this what's going on? Man are trying to tell me, yeah, McTominay's sick still. yeah. I'll tell you what I think of that.
So all right, so going back to Messi, where do you think he could go? If it's not, so he's putting say this the report to you, which it has been confirmed. He has actually put in a request. Whether he's leaving or not is a different question, but he has actually put in a request. It's like all over the news. Apart from Man City, where do you think he could go?
Germany.
Yeah, there's only certain teams that could be able to afford him. I don't think the Germans would want him, but it's possible place that he could go. But I don't think the Germans would want him because it doesn't fit what they're trying to do. Like the guy's like 33 now. Like he's got a massive contract. He's still gonna want big money.
Huge.
And how many years is he gonna want on this contract? Like kind of thing. You get me? I can see that Paris could afford him. PSG. I could see that happening.
You reckon that could happen? Because I think I don't know if it's true, but I think Neymar left because of Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to be the main guy, but
Is he even the main guy in Paris? it's debatable.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes, you get me?
Now I heard some facts about how big Messi's contract is, and
I can
Yeah,
imagine those
if
stuff.
it's 58 million a year.
Jeez.
that's probably his salary. But then he's got like endorsements and bonuses and all.
Gets mad money.
But obviously, he's bringing all that with him. So if he was to leave and go to another team, yeah, they'd have to pay big bucks. But imagine all the shirt sales and, you know, like when Beckham went to Madrid.
Yeah.
He sold bare shirts, you know.
Made the money back
Yeah.
straight away.
Bare
And
shirts. Like, they loved it. And how long was he there for? Season or two? Half a
three
season.
seasons.
Yeah, that was. He
Seasons.
retired
And he
at
won
Paris Saint-Germain, innit?
one championship. Yeah,
There you
that's
go,
what-
you get me. So, like, he's bringing that with him.
It's a risk that you gotta take, and you either.
It's messy, bro. That's a risk.
Nah, he's sick still. He's still got
It's still got it.
It's not-
but I'm
it's not
just
the same
saying it's
Messi.
a financial risk that someone would have to take on it.
Financial.
But then it's only the big clubs that could take that risk. He's not going to go to Burnley, is he, on a flipping Wednesday night?
But you're gonna take
Wednesday night at Norwich.
Turn it out for Burnley and long ball.
Moses bypassing it.
Pick the ball up and walk off.
Going home, lads.
So,
Oh, mate.
now what?
Jeez.
You're now listening to Vodka and Wings podcast.
There's an what's his name? He's gone to Chelsea from PSG. Thiago,
PSG.
not the defender. He's had a medical.
Thiago Silva.
Silva.
Oh, yeah.
So like, there's a few people that, and he was offered a contract to stay.
Nah, it's time for him to move on. He's old now. Get your money in the Premier League.
35, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
34 now.
I mean, he can only have 1 or 2 year contract at Chelsea. Sure.
Yeah. I think he's brought him in to kind of like coach the rest of the defenders, innit?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, it could only be in it.
Exactly, because he's not
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
for the
that's
future,
still-
is he?
Yeah.
I never know. Chelsea
Need
look
a
like
bit
they're
of
doing
experience.
business this season.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it all
Shit.
needs to click.
Yeah,
So
it
good
does,
having
man.
all these players. It all needs to
does,
click.
it does.
Trust
You
me.
get me?
They play
Don't
like
fit
the
well
ball,
together.
I've seen that happen before. I've seen that happen at Chelsea actually.
Yeah,
They had Zola. Who else did they have?
Idago Johnson.
Not Ravanelli. What's that other dude's name? Viali. Remember them man? Desai. And what did they win? A Carling Cup.
Desai, you know.
Hey, they had more man than that. All of these players that come from foreign, and you was thinking, you was seeing these names and thinking, Chelsea are doing bits. This is when they was they first coming into some money? No, I don't think Abramovich was there then. This was just before Abramovich was coming with these players, and I was thinking, raw, some players they got, but nah.
Nah.
When Abramovich came, then it all changed. They started to get.
if you played good against Chelsea, they bought you.
To be fair, though,
basically.
I think Lampard's a decent manager, and I think his first season in the Premiership, I think it was quite successful. Do you think?
As a first season, yeah, but it's all about the second season. Can you replicate what you did in the first season? Because like those teams that come up from the Championship, like Sheffield United, is it? They had a good first season. But I've seen a lot of teams do that in their first season. Like,
In the back.
what have you got in your second season? Like, what can you do now? Like, that's what I want to know, and that's what I want to see. Because when certain teams have, we've looked at them, we know they do this, we know they do that. Then all of that stuff gets locked down. What they was doing good. Now what have you got? Because you don't really have any special players. So what are you bringing? I'll tell you what you're bringing. You're bringing me relegation form now. That's what you're bringing. You get me?
Relegation form.
Right.
I think Leicester was good for that though. They came up and they
Nah, to be fair.
kept it running. You get me?
Nah, they did.
But-
They did bits still. Leicester.
They did still. Fair play to Leicester.
Leicester fell off. I'll be honest. This season, and towards the end.
Towards the end.
Yeah.
You know why I think that is? Because of Corona.
Yeah.
If Corona didn't hit, I think they would have made top 4 in that. Because I don't know what Corona did for Man U, but it revitalised them.
Nah, it did.
Yeah, they came back
Exactly.
on fire in it.
Yeah. proper.
They did do well.
Break.
Talking about Man U, actually, Harry Maguire. I heard man he's trying to. I heard
Mate,
he's trying to slide the Greek police some pounds and
Just
pennies.
me, is that yo?
man's
All
like-
this let man go.
man's like, yo, blood. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
No.
Go on
Wally.
Google. Go on Google. Research me.
Go and tell your chief of police.
Bro,
Get me.
hey, the Greek judge son, just shut up. Shush. No, shush. They want to hear none of it.
So alright, so thoughts on that?
Mate, it's a cheek here that Southgate even wanted to put him in the England team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
True
considering that he knew that everything had come out about, okay, I understand about what happened to his sister. Anybody would want to defend the sister. Yeah. Okay, I get it. He's bribed the police. Everybody don't do that as far as I'm concerned. I know me, I wouldn't be able to get away with something like that. You get me? I'll be like, yo, officer, hold this $20. Try to get myself back to my hotel and that. Like, but now, like, Southgate and that, like, still putting him in the team, even though that was going on. And then you see things like Raheem Sterling giving some little boy a slap, and then he's not in the team. I'll go on for that.
And that was in-house as well.
I'll go on for that. He give him a little slap in the canteen and that. Southgate's like, nah, you're not
Get
playing.
me now.
Next man are out in next country wilding out, you know.
Get me, he's going
Wilding
mad.
out. It's like, yeah, that's my guy. He's in the team. You know what? He's lucky, He's lucky that he's now been removed from the actual squad, because that was outrageous, I think.
I think
Outrageous.
he's got double. We'll get to Gareth Southgate in a minute, man, because there's a whole host of things that's a bit of an issue there. But with regards to Harry Maguire, like, do you think he's in that position? Yeah, because of his status or his ability. Now, I'm not saying he's a rubbish player, but do you think there's anybody better than him that could just take his place? Or do you think he's there because of what we've got? He's the best defender.
Who's his partner at the moment? Is it Gomez?
I think it's
Or
Gomez,
is
isn't
it
it?
Stones?
Nah, because I don't think Stones is really, because he hasn't really played
Yeah,
until the end of
Gomez.
the season. I think it's Gomez.
To be fair, Maguire's a good player, but I'll be honest, he's not the be all and end all. Like, we could put somebody else in there who will be able to perform.
Just
Like,
as
you
good,
get me?
innit?
I don't think. Oh yeah, we need him. Nah, I don't think it's that deep. If I'm honest. Don't
To
think
be
it's
fair,
that
I
deep.
quite like Kyle Walker at the back as a centre back.
I don't like him at the back. Simple reason is because he switches off at times.
Yeah, he does switch off. I think
I remember. I don't know if it was the Euros or the World
Yeah,
Cup.
Euros,
he
definitely.
was one
No,
of
World
the three at the back.
Yeah.
Man switched off.
and they scored from it.
Yeah. So not feeling him.
But
there.
I think, do you reckon if like someone like Kyle Walker had a better defender next to him, kind of like coaching him a little bit through the game, do you reckon it'd be a bit better? So like how Kashani was at the back, he's quite good at like leading the line, innit? So if you think if Walker had somebody to lead the line with him, he'd be a better centre back. Because I don't think for all intents and purposes, he should be playing right back the way that he plays. I think he'd be better further forward because it's always got a bit of cover. Because like you said, he does switch off, but going forward, he's sick. He can deliver, and he's quick. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But like played as a right back,
strong as well.
He's
Yeah.
better at delivering now. He wasn't before. He
Yeah,
was
obviously-
he'll get there and then it's like a crap cross. But that was when he was playing at Spurs. Man City, he's got a bit better.
because you remember Ramos. Ramos used to be right back,
Yeah.
and then he went centre back and he was just live. You know what I mean, do you reckon Walker could do that?
Nah.
That's too late for him.
Nah.
Too late.
No.
What's not happening?
I should have done that much. Yeah.
I tell you who I do like at centre half. Aston Villa centre half.
What name again?
Mings.
Yeah. I do like him. Left
Yeah.
back. Yeah. As like a left centre half. Yeah.
For England.
Yeah. Or even left. Not so much left back, but left of a 2 or a 3. I think he's good.
To be fair, he has done well this season. He has done well.
Under the pressure that he's been under. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Did he get in? Did he get chosen? He didn't get chosen. Did
Nah.
he? Nah, he didn't. Did he?
Who?
Going on to that,
I didn't see
actually.
Mings.
Going on to that, flipping Gareth Southgate and his decisions. Like, obviously, what I was saying about Maguire. He's tried to put Maguire in, but then he boxed flipping Sterling on a lesser thing. You know what I'm saying? And he's made a few decisions like that with regards to like Grealish.
Yeah, I think Grealish should have been in.
You reckon?
He should have
Yeah,
been in,
I think he
definitely. Grealish instead of
Yeah.
Even
my
Winks-
brother who's got the no
even
experience.
or yeah, wow.
Yeah, because that's what Gareth said in it. He said, "Oh, you need some more Premier League experience." He said that to Grealish, and then you just dropped my brother in there. I can't remember his name, and he's like
Who's
into
he
the
play
squad.
for?
Leeds.
Yeah,
plays for
coming
Leeds.
up in it.
Don't make
Yeah.
sense, bro.
That's what I mean.
Don't make sense. Southgate is a walking contradiction. You get me?
Yeah, he's doing some questionable things.
What is wrong with you?
He's
You get me?
I definitely think Grealish should have been in instead of either James Ward-Prowse or even Harry Winks.
I would have put him in
That-
there.
I think Grealish is more effective, but
Do you
you have to accommodate him.
I don't know if Southgate sees him as a. I don't know what position Southgate sees Grealish at.
Yeah,
I think that's probably part of the problem. Whether he's on the wing, because I know for Villa he's been playing a lot on the wing, and I don't know if Southgate sees him as a winger. Me personally, I think he's better on the ball in a central role, but
Play him as a 10. Play him as a 10.
you got to
man.
accommodate
Get
him then, innit?
Yeah,
And then
you do.
your whole game plan is Grealish on the ball, because without it, is he as effective?
It's like Winks without the ball. Missing. Missing.
So there you go.
Missing.
So then Southgate's probably got that in his head, like, if we don't have a lot of ball, what's he really doing for the team?
Who are the two friendlies or who are the two games against?
Is it Greenland?
I'm not
What?
sure, but
Greenland?
Mings is in the squad though.
Oh, is
Who
it?
is it?
Yeah.
I
Must have brought him in,
don't know. It's not a notable team, so he did have a chance to experiment. Basically, I can't remember off the top of my head. Someone could Google that, but I know it's not. I don't think it's at least one of the games. It's not like a Germany or like a Portugal. Or do you know what I'm saying?
I think them are the teams that you need to be playing against. I don't think playing against these lesser teams are going to do anything for you.
But this is what it's for, though, to get them younger bloods like initiated. You get me?
Throw them in the deep end because you're throwing them in against these little teams, yeah. Throwing them in against these little teams, they're going to be like, yeah, I can do it. And then they come against the big boys and it's like,
Yeah, but
I
like,
can't do it.
it's a struggle.
as a manager though, like if you're say you wanted to change your formation, you can't just do that against Germany. Say if you went from 3-5-2 to 4-4-2, for example, you're not just gonna slap man in there against like Germany and say play. And why are you doing your thing?
Play ball.
You need these games to like break them in. You get me?
They think that they can do it, then put them in at the deep end. Let's see if
But
you can actually sing.
it's not about them
swim.
doing it as just them doing it. It's about formation, tactics, gameplay, things that you tried on the training ground, all that kind of stuff, as well as being like letting them being able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, well, going for that. Just all right, just go and play and win the game. If I could do that and say that and it happened, I'm flipping the England manager tomorrow, mate. You get me? Go and win, go and win a football match.
We're talking
now.
about professional players that get paid so much amount of a week. If the manager says play this a certain way, they should be able to take it on board and play this way.
They probably can. But
You're now listening to the Vodka and Wings
your whole
podcast.
life as a centre midfielder, and then you suddenly asked to go and play right back. It's a whole different game. You see the game completely different.
Yeah, it is different.
Yeah, it is different. In that case, then why are you playing a centre midfield at right back? That's what I would be asking. Why are you
That was
gonna
obviously
start-
that was just a.
Well, if you're
That's an example. Yeah.
All right, this is how I see it. If you're going to play certain players, you have to play them in their natural positions. Don't pick a player to kind of mold him into like a... If someone's a right midfielder, don't try and play him as a centre midfield. Play a centre midfield in centre midfield.
But what if they've got qualities that the centre midfielder hasn't? So if you got a right midfielder who's got a better pass, who's a better passer of the ball than a centre midfielder...
But why are you going to play him centre mid, though?
To be fair, like that's like what's his name? Trent. He's a right back, but you could actually play him in centre midfield.
Do you reckon you could play him in centre mid?
I say that, yeah, because he used to play centre mid before he dropped to right back. And that's why you see all these balls that he plays, these long range balls. This is what he used to do when he was in the middle of the park. spraying those balls, but now he just does it from right back. So I reckon he could play there.
And the manager might see that and be like, you would do well doing
But
this.
no one's going to play him at centre mid in front of the players that are already playing centre mid.
I'm not. That's just an example. I'm saying, like, if the manager sees like a quality in a player, and then says you'd be good at doing this over someone who's naturally plays in that position, he might be thinking. Southgate could think that and put him in there for that reason. You get me?
And this is where England fails because they try to accommodate players in positions that they shouldn't be playing in.
They always do try to
take the plunge and just go. You know what? This is the player. This is the type of style that I'm going to play. This is the player that I'm going to play because you play here however much. Don't put someone that's out of position in that position because they show qualities. Because when they're put in that position, they might not show the qualities that is required in that position.
You make a fair point, but
And I
it
think
doesn't
that's
always work like that.
It's true, but sometimes you've got to die by your own selections. Don't try and like pick a player, or he might do well if I put him in here because he shows qualities in another position, but it's not the position that I'm going to play him in. What's the point?
He might do, but things might transpire where they need to like change it up and that.
But then their club manager hasn't played them in that position, so there's no point playing them in that position.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're playing Iceland and Denmark both away.
There we go.
So not Greenland.
I'm sure Iceland didn't Iceland beat them as well? Huh? Iceland beat them, innit?
Didn't beat them before, but you get me. All right, we get our draw into a close. Before we get on to ours' dilemma, we thought we'd suggest a little new thing. So, tune of the week, boys. Something that you've been listening to that's kind of like signified or just had a strong resonating connection with yourself. Start with you and I Rico.
You know what, this week, you know what tune I've been banging this week? Drake, DJ Khaled and Drake, Grease.
Fair play.
That's a banger.
I've never even heard it, you know.
Nah.
Well, you been hiding under a rock?
Party.
I'm always gonna get a cameo then I'm gonna start singing. He's had a couple of vodkas.
Nah, the tune's sick still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Nice life still. I like that song.
Fair play. What, any reason just caught your attention?
Yeah, it's just caught my attention. It's kind of catchy and it's got a nice little vibe to it.
Man looks like he's listening to it now.
Come on.
What about you, Oz?
Me. Mine's a different one. Mine's DDG, Moonwalking in Calabasas, remix with Blueface.
What? I don't think I heard that.
You wouldn't have heard that. You get me? Like, for the UK, it's more underground thing. Like, DDG, he was like a YouTuber on it, but then he got a music deal. Now he's a rapper and that.
Serious?
Yeah. So
from YouTube?
Yeah, because he's been doing raps and that, and he's been listened to, and they gave him a deal on it because he was good. Get me? I've been following him like from doing his YouTube when he does his vlogs and that. Been listening and stuff, like following his story, and yeah, he's decent and the song's good as well. Still, get me? It's a vibe. Trust me.
I'll have to listen to that.
Yeah,
what do you think of Blueface?
Walking in Calabasas. To be fair, I've never thought that he was good, but on this track, if you listen to what he's saying, like you'll be like, "Yo, sick." Kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's
never really done that for me. Listen to him.
If you hear it first off,
like,
you might think, what? Because some of the raps are so quick. It's those ones where you need to like catch the words.
Yeah.
But it's live still. It's live, man. It's a vibe.
Me. It ain't. Well, I've gone back to an old tune. It's still kind of new, but it's Ambush, you know.
Which one?
The one that I said to you before. Let me just double check. I'm sure it's East End, you know. It might be East End.
Are you sure you've been listening to this song?
You get me?
I don't know.
Like, you know what? I have it on my Spotify and I just have it on repeat and it. But when I hear it, I'm like, ooh, yeah, this is the one. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't tell you what the name of it is.
Is it the Tommy Shelby one?
It's the one where he's talking about someone knows someone and he had a kid with someone and rare. I told you which one it was before, innit?
This sounds like a private conversation.
No.
Do you need us to leave?
Nah, I put it in a group before, innit?
We went my group.
You was, man. No fucking lie. Nah, you
I know which one you're on about. There's bare like dilemmas, isn't it? Like the stories and that.
So for the listeners, what's it called?
Let me just double check. It could have been.
I do like Ambush though.
Might be
Ambush is one of my favorites.
EastEnders.
Copyright, please.
Yeah.
Couple seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Cheers, big stuff.
Yeah, vibe after. All right, my tune. It's an old one. Ray Black. I've been listening to in my bed.
Yeah.
Ray Black. I don't know why. I just like the song.
Ray Black, what's it called?
In my bed.
Oh.
What are you talking
I thought you was listening. Like, you listened to it in your bed. I didn't think that was
Ray Black, bro.
I ain't heard that one still.
It's
I'll look it up.
Slow tune.
Nah. It's like yes or no. It's like an R&B type.
Okay,
but
okay,
she's
okay.
a UK artist.
Yeah, I know Ray Black still. But
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I
Come
like
on,
that tune. I've
come
been listening
on.
to that a lot still.
Yeah.
It's good. In my bed. I have to look out for that one.
Yeah, nah.
You get me?
I've got a second one as well, though. On Deck by Abs.
Whoa.
Nobody asked for the album. Let's not please get that praise.
But next week, mate. Save you for next
I
week.
might have a different tune as well, so you can.
This
But
guy, mate,
definitely
you
on
get
Deck.
one.
Don't break the rules, bro.
On Deck by Abs is the next tune.
Man, just to make up for
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's called.
Jiggy on that.
Oh, look at him now.
Yeah, Nana is a big tune still.
Alright, dilemma time. We saying ours.
Yes, this is dilemma.
Dilemma.
Dilemma. While he's doing that, anyone want another wing? Because I'm feeling.
Yes, I've only had one. Don't clap the wings.
I've had
up.
one. Don't lie.
I've
bro.
had one wing, mate.
Don't lie.
Don't try it now, bro.
You had at least four.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking.
Yeah, nah, I've still got one left still.
bro.
Yeah, trust me.
You're listening to Oz's Dilemma.
Alright, we're listening, yeah?
Go on.
Alright, calm.
What's the wing?
You understand the importance of teamwork in your job. You share ideas and responsibilities with your team members on a daily basis. In your weekly team meeting, your supervisor, one of your co-workers, takes credit for a time and money-saving change in operating procedures you devised. Your supervisor erroneously thinks your co-worker came up with the change, and your co-worker does not correct the misinterpretation, but allows the boss to not only commend him, but offer a bonus. Do you go to your co-worker and demand that he correct the situation? Go to your supervisor and explain you should receive the commendation and reward, or keep quiet as you do not believe in ownership of ideas.
Nah, bunda, I want my bonus. Where's my idea? Where you going? Fuck. Oh, sorry. But nah, I'd go to the co-worker first before the supervisor, and I'll say, yo, bro, come on. You know that's me, innit? You know that I should have that.
What if your co-worker says, yeah, nah, it was you still, but I'm still gonna take the bonus?
Yeah, then we got a bit of a situation.
What situation? The boss believes him to be him. Like, how? Like, what go on?
Nah, I'm kicking up the fuss.
What are you gonna do?
I'll go to the boss then after that. If it gets to that, I want my.
Did you give my wing?
And the boss is gonna say, okay, like, where's your evidence?
No, there's enough.
What if your boss says, all right, say, like, I agree, like, fine, you've made a statement, a claim. Where's your evidence?
I'm just gonna. Evidence. Obviously, the work environment from that point on is gonna be tense. You get me? I'm gonna put pressure on my man that just done man over like that. It's long.
I'll be honest. I think it's simple. It's a case of
Tell them to bring me my money.
Man, for real, that's what I'm saying. You can't just let men the swabs off, bro.
What would
Trust me, you'd have to put pressure on the co-worker. You get me?
how, like,
Brother, listen.
That man from the ends, man. So that's how you're gonna go on, yeah. All right then. We'll see.
All right, so
We'll see.
all right, say my brother's from the ends as well. It's not Dave from accounts.
Hey, leave Dave alone, man. Dave's my guy.
You get me? Say he's from the ends as well, and he's saying, yeah, that's how I'm gonna go out and what?
All right, then. How much money are we talking? Like,
Alright, let's say it's a
yeah,
grand.
it does because
The
if
bonus
it's
is a grand.
something little, then you can just say, you know what, keep it. Then you're an idiot. Well, if it's something that could help you,
We've set
really,
it. We've set
yeah,
it.
It's a
if
grand.
it's a grand, yeah, then we're gonna have to have some talks. Man. Serious?
Yo,
Nah,
my
man,
bad.
going to the
You gotta
cinema,
taking
yo.
the team out for
Is this
a
how you're
drink
gonna
or
go on?
something.
You
I
get
can
me?
run up that tab.
And do you reckon it's only between them two? Like
What is-
you and the co-worker? Does anybody else know?
That's what the dilemma is. You get me?
Yeah, I'm saying it's just between you and like no other co-workers know.
Huh?
Nah.
He knows.
He knows.
He
Yeah.
knows that it was your idea, but he's taking all the gratitude
Yeah.
for it. You and him
Yeah,
know.
nah, that's a bit raw.
That's it. Used to know the truth.
Wait there, is he one of like the man them or boy them or is he just like a
Well,
Co-worker?
you heard it when it was read, unless you wasn't listening.
Nah, I heard it.
We're always putting these things in. Wait there. Was it this? Was it that? Bro, you heard when it was read out. Like, why are you asking this question?
Do you want this ring on?
It's mine still.
So me personally, I'd go to the bus. I'd go to the bus, and I say to the bus,
deserve it.
I say to the bus, yo, like that was my idea, you know, and it's taking credit for it.
Love for that, brother.
And then the boss would be like, okay.
You
so
went
ha-
to the bus first.
Yes.
Snitch.
6 no. Man's calling me a stick. And he's looking to hold. Man says we from the end. I'm from the ends and I hold man up like I'm going to the bus to do the right thing.
So you wouldn't have went to the co-worker first. You would have just went straight to the bus.
Because all right,
I'm
the
telling
reason
you.
why I go straight to the bus because if he was my co-worker and we got on like that, he would have definitely said, "Oh, it wasn't just my idea. I can't take credit for it." And if it's one of them guys that are gonna take credit for my idea and take the money, then I'm gonna go to the bus. Why wouldn't you?
I hear that still.
You get me?
But you wouldn't go to him first and say, "Why have you done that?"
Why am I going to him for? He can't sort nothing out. Is he gonna pay himself?
Yeah, but he could say it was Dre's idea, or whatever. You wouldn't go to him like see
But
what
he
he
should
could
have
do.
done that though. You
I
get
get what
me?
you're saying.
So if he's gonna sit there and say that, yeah, it was my idea. That's fine. Yeah,
Alright.
I love the bonus.
But he might have done that thinking you're not going to say nothing to him.
All right, listen. I'll be honest. I don't care if you're a road man, if you're not road man, bro. I'm going to the geezer direct, and I'm saying, listen, like, you know whose idea it was, yeah? Do the right thing. Go and tell the boss it was my idea. Then come back and tell me that she's sending me the pee. You get me, bro? If you don't do that, we have a problem.
Trust
we
me,
have a
workplace is
problem,
gonna be
bro.
tense, bro.
You know that you're doing wrong right now. Obviously, like, I'm not even on a wicked man thing. Like, I'm just being real. Like, you know that you're in the wrong. Like, what are you really doing? Like, yeah, you're taking the gratitude. All right. Maybe at the time you just thought, oh, I can't say, oh, it was him. But you will now, though. You're gonna go back to her, yeah, and you're gonna say, you know what? It's my man's idea still. Like, he deserves to
So
have
say
peace.
your
And that.
co-worker turn around and says, I can't now.
Do you mean you can't?
I can't.
Do you mean you can't? Bro, do I have to get the man them? Like, bro, bro,
Go on then, man. Yo, we've got a
bro,
dilemma.
like,
Being honest,
Do you know
man.
what? I didn't get to finish what I was saying. That would be my second protocol.
What?
I'd go to him after I've gone to the bus. So
Why?
then when
Because you've gone to the bus for the boss to go to him. So why are you going to go to him after?
all she's gonna do is go to him and then ask him, "Is this true?"
Yeah, but then
And when he
I'd
turns
have,
around and says no,
I'd have spoken to him, but so I go to the bus first. I'd say that was
Try and
my
speak
idea.
to him before the boss speaks to him.
No, I'd speak and then go and speak to him.
what?
Be like, yo, the boss is coming to speak to you. Go and tell him you get me. Then I'm getting road. Go and tell him what.
Listen.
Nah, that's
Say
wrong.
if you go to the boss, you tell her before you get to go to him, she's already speaking to him. Then what? He's like, nah,
What do you mean?
my idea.
Yeah, she speaks
So
to him.
you haven't
first.
got to say nothing.
Oh, so that's a development in the situation.
Nah, but problems. What if you'd went to her, you've come out the office, and she just phoned him? Then what?
Before I got there and said that it was my idea.
No, you went to the boss and said it was my idea. And as you've come out from speaking to the boss has phoned him like, yo, Jay just come in and said it's my idea.
I still go and tell him. If he wants to carry on lying,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
you should've went to him
She's on the
first,
phone
bro.
to him.
he can't do nothing though.
Bro, she's on the phone to him and he's like, nah, it was my idea. He's messing around.
But the reason I go to the boss first, like I said, if he was one of the lads, take the glory of it. I'm not interested in that. But then after, give me more money. You get me? Because it was my idea. But if it was co-workers that got on like that, then they would do that. If he didn't, then I know he's not like that. He's not my virgin, so I don't care. You get me? So then I'll go to the boss first, and if because that's the person that sorts it out. He's the one that's delegating the bonus or whatever.
I'd prefer
then-
to go straight.
then I
How
go
much
straight
of
to
that
the
bonus would you be looking to get?
What do you mean?
All of it.
I'm just asking me. Listen to this. I'm just asking.
50-50.
You get me? What I'm going here? Trying to make deals and that. Bro,
Run
it's
that.
your money. What do you
get me?
mean?
I'm not
me.
negotiating.
I'm asking a
My
question.
brain.
If he had no part in it, yeah, and I worked hard on that, and he's taking the credit for my idea or my work, yeah, I want my money.
Because I've heard him say that, yeah, if I was the guy that lied and said, oh yeah, it was my idea, listen, I'll give you 25%, just shut your mouth, innit? Simple. If you ask him about percentages, safe, take 25%. Hold this big man. Hold this big man. You get me?
People like Maguire.
You know the reason why I asked it, Andy?
Relax.
The reason why I asked it is if you was that person that went forward and the boss was like, yeah, you've done well, here's your grand, and then knowing that you've used somebody else's idea.
That's the point. That's what I'm saying.
I would have
But
went
what would
straight.
you do though in that position? Would you give them the full grand, or are you gonna be like, well, I'll give you a bit?
Yeah. Do you know why? Because I think like if you do good comes back to you. I'd hope, yeah, that the person who did the thing and I said it was their idea, they do me a little something, even if they bought me a Costa coffee. You get me? I wouldn't mind, but it's not my idea. I'm not gonna take a man's bonus.
I'm just asking the question.
No, I'm just.
I would do that myself.
I've never said you do it. I'm just saying like.
Yeah, he's just saying it.
I would like to go to him first. I feel like it would hopefully resolve better in the situation, and like there's a respect element to it as
Yeah,
well.
agreed.
If you don't, if there's a problem with someone over there, and you just go to the manager and come back, and then the manager has to sort it out, and you still haven't had it, I think it's awkward.
Yeah, I don't like
situation. I don't like
Nah,
that. like-
but that's what I'm saying
I've
though.
been at
Because
work-
if you had that relationship with him,
Now,
that
even
would've
if I
happened
haven't,
already.
like if we're in the same, like working the same.
that, bro.
Nah, if we work in the same environment and I don't really speak to you like
I don't
that,
want to talk to no one. I'm just straight to the management.
random blood. Nah.
Yeah, he lives in Surrey.
Nah, even if,
Watch him.
for me, even if I don't really talk to you like that and something's happened between you, so I would just say to you straight, listen, that was wrong. I'm not going to go to the manager first and say, you know, my man over there, I didn't like what he did, you know.
All right,
like,
Rico, I
don't-
agree. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm still taking a bonus.
You still
Yeah,
what?
then that's what I'm saying. I would rather it escalate like that than me go to the manager. If I go to the manager and the manager goes to him and says, he said it's his and he said it's not mine, now I just feel like even more of a nub. Like I went and told.
It's not about what
the
I mean.
manager came and the manager come back to you like, nah, so
My
said it's
feelings
his.
ain't my
Then what?
feelings. My feeling
Then
like me
what?
feeling like I'm embarrassed or like I'm a nub comes into it after, because at the moment I'm angry. That's the only feeling that I'm feeling. You get me? And if he was a proper co-worker, like you said, there's no how are we gonna sort that out if he's just done it already?
Yeah, but you don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
You get me? You don't know what he's
But
going
if he's done that,
but you could go to him and say, listen, that's wrong what you did. And he's like, oh, no, sorry. All right, I'll sort it out. Then it could be resolved. But if you go to the manager, however it gets resolved, it's going to be tense in that environment.
Okay.
I'll be
Yeah, that's you. That's you.
I'd rather go to him directly.
Yeah,
speak to
trust
him
me.
so he knows I know. You get me? I'm looking man in the eye.
Yeah.
You
I,
get me?
I know what you did. You
And
get
then
me?
see where
I
he
know
goes.
what
And see where he goes from
And
there.
if it gets resolved, he won't do something like that again. Because he's thinking, all right, if I do this again, my man's going to catch me outside like it's long. Like he's going to come up to me. You get me?
But if you just went to the safe, I did the robbery and I took your idea. And you're like going to the manager. I'm thinking, this guy ain't serious.
No, but this is what. But that's the point that I'm trying to make. Like, if I don't know the person and they're willing to do that, they've already made their decision. You get me?
Yeah, but
So-
like you said, it could have been awkward at the time for them to say it wasn't me.
Yeah, I agree
So
with
if you
that.
went to them and said, listen, Now you got time to rectify things and everything's cool.
Yeah, they could
get
just
me?
explain. Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I was overwhelmed and stuff. Like I knew about the idea. I might have done a little bit, but not a lot. Like
Yeah.
kind of thing. So I
My
took
man.
credit. My bad. Like it was my guy. You get me? Okay, like resolved. You get me?
Well, if it was gonna do that, then because this isn't what the thing was. But if they was gonna do that, then I would hope that they come and speak to me first. Then cool. You get me?
You're just gonna hope.
Hopes and prayers. You know.
That's life, bro. Gotta sit there and hope. You see him in the ground over there. You say, I hope he gives me some.
Nah, because then I'm thinking, I'm a man of action. You get me? So like, if I'm sitting there,
You don't sound like it. I'm an action.
believe me, I'm making something happen. You get me? But if I've done, if I come into work the next day and he's going on like nothing's happened, yeah, then obviously
You're just gonna go to the manager?
you taking me for an idiot. You know what the truth is, yeah. You're not looking to talk to me about you. He's got my walking around with my bonus and
Yeah,
that,
we
but-
know what he did, but I'm saying, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to the manager to
And
him?
I put yes. And then
Yes,
I go
what?
after. I say go. I spoke to the manager. You get me? You're taking me for like an idiot.
I hear what you're
You get
saying.
me?
Yeah,
I hear what
yeah,
That's the
agree,
only
I
way-
agree.
I just think
I'll
that
go straight.
is a bit long. I want to make sure that he knows that I know straight away, so he knows like there's no jokes. Like you get me? This serious thing, like sort it out. Like
I don't know. Personally, like, at work, not in that situation, but I hate when people, when there's a problem with you and you're there, and they could say something and then just go straight to the manager, and like
Yeah,
you
but
sat there, and
But there was no problem. There's no problem between. You get me? So you're saying there's a problem with you. I get that.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that. He's taking credit for something else.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you've got the problem, and instead of saying anything to him, you just went straight to the manager.
So all right then. So like, so why do I have to be the one that reacts? Why is it not right for me to expect that guy who took credit for my idea to come to me and say, you know what, I took your idea.
Yeah, it's right to expect it, but if he doesn't do it, then go and tell him.
The thing is though, the manager's the one that sorts it out. So I'm telling the manager, and I don't care if he knows him after I've spoken to him.
Yeah,
Then I'll make
Yeah,
it
but
up.
that's what I'm saying. Before that happens, you could have sorted it out. You could have made him go to the manager. If he has took credit and you haven't said anything to him, he's just thinking, "Oh, my man don't even care. Look, let's just roll with it." If you had said to him, "Now, yo, bro, come on, you know that's mine." You don't know how the outcome could have been. He could have just said, "You know what? Sorry, I was overwhelmed and whatever, and I'll go and sort it out." I'd prefer it to get sorted out like that. Him go to the manager and sort it out, then me go to the manager without saying anything to him.
I would say,
get
obviously,
me?
I'm not gonna just leave it there. Obviously, I would say something to that person. But if
Yeah,
alright, so
but
say
first you would go to the manager.
say it's happened, I've given him adequate time to do something about it, and there's no action being taken. I'm not gonna go out in a rage and yo, that was my
Yeah,
idea.
no, even go out in a rage.
Nah, yeah, allow the order.
Yeah,
rage.
just
Can't
speak
do
to him
that.
and say, "Come on,
But,
bro.
like,
You know that. You know
what's
that's what
adequate time? What's adequate time?
So say this happened at the end of the day, and the manager's like, "Well done," or at the start of the day, and by the end of the day, if that hasn't been rectified,
Well, say if it happened at the end of the day, then what?
and all right, so if it happened at the end of the day,
And
by the
he's off for 2 weeks. The next day, when what? I'm just asking.
For 2
Alright,
months.
so
You better ascertain his number from somewhere.
that's a
I'm
different
sending you
situation.
an email, man. Man, exclamation marks.
I'm out of office.
Then he ain't leaving the office until it's sorted.
Right, so now you're the wicked man. Where you going? Where you going? No, where you going?
Catch man in the car park.
Yeah, but that's after work though.
Think you're going away for 2 weeks with my bonus? Yeah, go speak to the manager. I'm going home, mate. Your tyres are flat. You're going nowhere.
Give me those keys.
You're going nowhere. Straight up. Straight up.
Wow.
That's just me, though. That's just me.
Yes.
That's just me.
Oi.
I'm a nice person, you get me? Like at work. If
doesn't sound
somebody's
like
doing
it.
that, they've gone out their way to be horrible and malicious. So,
Yeah.
So I'm taking that as, you get me? I don't need to talk to you about it. I'll go to the boss. He's the one in charge.
Nah, I fully hear what you're saying still, and you know what? That's a more responsible thing to do. Go to the boss and just say, "It was my idea. Can you please just like speak to him and sort it out, and so on and so on."
If the boss turned around and said, I don't care, I'll make it long for the boss. Passive
How?
aggressive long, though. Just be late.
What? Let know. Don't let know.
Do something. Don't be losing your job out here now.
I'll bend the rules to the max. I'll be
Bills
late.
have to be getting paid.
Jay, could you just go and sort this out? Yeah, no problem. Because it's not sorted out.
Wow.
I thought Dre, I told Dre to go and do this. Yeah, sorry, I apologise. I'll go home. Passive aggressive, bro.
But then you get sacked and man's got your bonus, you ain't got no job.
You have to, as a procedure, I have to get at least 2 wardens.
Listen to this.
Man's playing his cards. Play the cards right.
2 wardens, I'm done. Alright, boys.
Right, but that's the end of episode 3.
You're listening to the Vodka and Wings podcast.
Once again, because them wings were fire.
Trust me, I'm about to clap these off.
Can I have one?
Don't know.
No, you can't have one.
Share, man.
But he will be around on the Twitter. As well as our Instagram. Make sure you check the socials, ladies and gents. Definitely check the
Vodka
socials.
and wings,
Vodka
just like
and
that.
Wings.
No spaces, no dots. It's vodka and wings.
No spaces, no dots. Vodka and Wings. Instagram,
man.
Twitter,
Oh, shit.
YouTube. Trust me, you can see the visuals. Don't forget the Spotify, the iTunes. You can listen to it on there. You know, doing your normal daily routines. Might be in the kitchen and that.
Come
on,
on.
2 headphones and that.
Get me.
Listen to the man. Them done
In the
now.
car
Come
and
on,
that.
Come on.
Catch you guys
Peace
on the
out,
next
peace
one.
out.
All right, man,
Peace.
peace.
Laters.